Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the movie Hangout, and let's talk about the new Blade movie and Deadpool 3. Some new updates about filming these films. Blade, was kind of wishy-washy. Is this movie going to happen or not? I got the latest details on it, as well as the third installment. Actually, would it be the fourth? I think it was like a special for the Deadpool movie, but the third Deadpool film in the trilogy. I got updates for that as well, and what potentially could be happening between the two films. Before I jump into that, if you're going over, hit the subscribe button, click notification bell, comment, and like this video. I want to hear your opinion on what I'm about to reveal about these highly anticipated movies. Okay, so if you're like me, grew up in the 90s, one of my favorite superheroes, he was kind of like an anti-hero, was Blade, played by Wesley Snipes. I mean, the guy just was so cool. He had the cool like fade haircut, when nobody had the fade. Cool tats, did martial arts, had a, katana sword, leather trench coat. I mean, it just rode a motorcycle, had a cool car. I mean, the guy had it all. And I've wanted to see this character come back because let's face it, I mean, a lot of the superhero characters now, they're kind of bland, they're kind of milquetoast. This one really had an edge, and if it's a rated R film, it would be absolutely amazing. Then comes Deadpool. Again, that film, was not meant for little kids. It was at a R rating, did not pull any punches, and I was just like, when I saw the movie, I thought, gosh, this is like an anti-hero hero. The guy says what he thinks, does what he wants to do. No apologies, not PC in any way. Wouldn't these two characters be perfect together in like a buddy movie? Kind of like a Lethal Weapon type of buddy cop, buddy hero movie, like what Danny Glover and Mel Gibson did, really playing off of one another. Here you have the Deadpool characters, kind of like Mel Gibson, crazy, wild, anything could happen. And then you have like the Blade character, which is kind of like Danny Glover, a little more grounded. The guy's got a temper, but he's like the voice of reason. He's like the Spock to Captain Kirk, you know what I mean? So here I'm at Cosmic Book News, Marvel and Blade and Deadpool 3 said to film soon. So this is actually going to happen. They're actually going to start filming something. I guess it wouldn't be called filming because everything's on digital now, but they're going to start digitally recording scenes for these two movies. So I'm so excited about that. That means it's really going to happen. Both Blade and Deadpool 3 are said to be filming soon, according to production documents that surfaced on Reddit from Production Weekly. According to the documents, both flicks will start filming on May 1st, so coming up very, very soon, with Marvel filming Blade in Atlanta and New Orleans. So that's kind of cool, kind of that southern feel to it. And Deadpool 3 in Vancouver makes sense because Ryan Reynolds is actually from Canada. It's also really cheap to film in Canada too. A lot of people don't know that. The documents also list descriptions for the films, which might not be anything official, as they sound more generic in nature and are project summaries. I would not be surprised if they really are going to film in May, but what has been leaked or released to the public is something more generic. What production companies and studios now are doing, now they kind of like have accepted that things are going to get leaked. It's going to happen, right? All you got to do is just take a snapshot on your phone of a script of like when you're on set, it's very hard to clamp down on that type of stuff. So now what studios are doing is that they're kind of like releasing stuff on the forums, Reddit, other, message boards, to kind of like divert people in a different direction, to kind of muddy the waters a little bit. So people aren't 100% certain what is real and what is fake. Blade, he is known to be a vampire hunter, half mortal, half immortal, who tries to rid the world of vampires as a way of avenging his mother, who was killed by vampires as she gave birth to him. Deadpool 3, another chapter in the raunchy, violent, and of course hilarious Deadpool series. Right there, you can tell the two would be perfect together if they did a crossover film, and I think it just might happen. Blade details listed also includes the producers were, in addition to Kevin Feige, Eric Carroll is producing Blade, whose credits include the executive producer on Doctor Strange, Spider-Man Far From Home, Spider-Man Homecoming, and the Agent Carter series. Assuming production information is correct, if Blade is filming starting on May 1st, that means Marvel has fixed things with the movie as the director was recently replaced. And it has been said that Mahershala Ali got more involved to make the movie better, which is good because I think there's no denying the guy's a really, really good actor. Rumors have offered the flick is supposed to be in part a period piece set in the past following Blade and his origins, and then something about following the daughter of Blade. You know, that could be kind of bad because that kind of detail shows that this might be nothing more than a bait and switch to get people to buy a ticket. And then it's really about his daughter, but, you know, we'll see about that. Is his name Fage? I can never get his name right. Phase 4 was all about replacing the characters. The notion Blade might be about his daughter instead of the character doesn't sound very appealing, what I just said. And so maybe they changed and fixed things. Blade gets released on September 6th, just in time before the Halloween season, in 2024. Deadpool 3 now, Kevin Feige is listed as a producer, and Simon Kingberg is also listed as a producer. It goes on to say that Disney purchased Fox, and with that, the rights to Deadpool. So any contracts from Fox may have carried over. And also, rumors offer the film will be a multiverse movie where Deadpool travels through the Fox multiverse, leading to encounters with Hugh Jackman, Wolverine, characters from the X-Men movies, including Patrick Stewart, and even Fantastic Four films, to make his way to the MCU. Deadpool 3 has a November 8th release in 2024, so, you know, in time before the Christmas season, Thanksgiving, Christmas season. Release date directed by Sean Levy, starring Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So Hugh Jackman is going to be in this too as Wolverine. After he said he wasn't going to be in anything after Logan, they basically just showed up with a boatload of money and was like, just do it, dude. Just get back in shape and wear the claws, slick your hair on the sides, and you got it. And so he's like, okay, yeah, I'll do it. So that would be really interesting. Deadpool 3, they got Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, so Deadpool and Wolverine. And then if they did a crossover with Blade, I mean, I might just have to buy a ticket to that. I just might. Although I do think that the multiverse thing is going to be, I think, too played out, right? Because if everybody's doing a multiverse, audiences kind of get numb to it. It's like that one year when, like, Avatar did 3D, and then everybody else started doing 3D, and then everybody was kind of like, okay, I'm over the whole 3D thing. Just show me a good movie so that doesn't give me a headache. I think that's this is going to be the case too. Everybody's going to do some sort of multiverse thing. And I think the reason why studios are doing multiverses is really it's from a writing standpoint, because if there are endless multiverses, you can just kind of like shove story problems, maybe plot points that go nowhere under the rug and just kind of forget about them, right? Plot holes, just like be like, oh, it's a multiverse or whatever. You know, it's kind of a lazy tool that a writer can use, you know, to just like fix things or not have to really like rewrite something. But I don't know. Let me know what you think. Are you excited for the new Blade movie? Are you excited that they have a great actor playing Blade? I mean, Wesley Snipes was great, but he was more of a martial artist than actor. This guy, I always get his name wrong. I always like mess it up. Mahershala Ali. I think he's a phenomenal actor. Do you think he's really going to care? He's going to like bring a whole depth and dimension to this character that we haven't seen before, and he's going to just make it amazing? Let me know. And also, do you think that Ryan Reynolds is really going to add to the Deadpool character in this third installment, or is it just going to be more of the same? Or are you just going to see Deadpool 3 because they got Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine? Comment below, let me know. And as always, if you want to get future rants, reviews, or original content, click subscribe. Later.
Bye.